Triple G haters are hating on a potential Golovkin Zurdo Ramirez fight like it's the worst fight in the world. I mean, the Golovkin detractors have been stating for the longest that Triple G needs to move up. He needs to move up weight divisions and conquer other divisions, beat some bigger fighters. But it seems like they only want him to move up to fight a certain guy or a certain style, to see if he can get tested by this certain style or a certain guy up there in the super middleweight or light heavyweight divisions. But yet, Golovkin haters are shitting on a possible, potential Golovkin Zurdo Ramirez fight that's being in the works for sometime in 2017. As Zurdo is trying to build his brand up, build his shit up, in order to make it the most lucrative fight possible around the Texas region, where that fight most likely will be held, around the Texas area, where Golovkin is having an expanding fan base. Zurdo Ramirez, he's of Mexican descent. He's got a Mexican fan base to follow that up with. So it makes it a fight that makes sense for sometime in 2017, as there's a potential for money to be made in a fight, a Golovkin fight in that region around Texas. So business-wise, it can make sense for that fight for sometime 2017. But I don't understand why people are hating on the fight. It'd be an interesting fight. I mean, it's not like Zurdo Ramirez is some chump. The guy is big. He's got the size advantage over Golovkin. He's a southpaw. He can box a little. He's got some power. He's coming off the win over Abraham, who was considered the number one super middleweight in the division at the time. People like to dick ride Andre Ward's win over Abraham, but because Zurdo beat him, it ain't shit. And they want to amp up a James DeGale fight. That's who the Golovkin haters want Triple G to fight. And the argument is nobody knows who Zurdo Ramirez is. Who the fuck knows who James DeGale is? Like, he's some big name in boxing. He's a UK fighter who's abandoned his UK market. He's not even the biggest name in the UK right now because he doesn't fight there anymore. Now he fights in America in front of less than 4,000 people on an undercard to a Badu Jack. James DeGale ain't no superstar. He's no big name. He's a paper champion winning a vacant strap over overrated Andre Durrell, who haven't done shit in years going into the fight. Where's all this dick riding coming from James DeGale? I mean, what's so special about this dude? He's trash. He ain't that good. Didn't you see his last fight where he got a gift decision against Porky Medina? Can't even handle a Porky Medina who's no world beater. Mexican fighter who's strong but with a bunch of L's on his record. You can't handle a Porky Medina. You think you're going to handle a Gennady Golovkin? So I don't understand. Where's the clamoring for that fight? What has DeGale done in his career to suggest that he's some elite fighter? The guy amps up himself. He thinks he's an elite fighter, but he's not. He hasn't done jack shit. And right now, all he's been doing in his career, ever since he signed with Al Heyman, is take in-house fights. He hasn't gone beyond the PBC universe. He's been taking in-house fights. He's mostly fighting Heyman clients. Now the plan for him is to fight Badu Jack in a unification, another Heyman client. A Mayweather promoted fighter. Same shit, same team. And then he's talking about Adonis Stevenson. So, DeGale has his own plans. He's not even talking about a Golovkin fight. Besides, he's got fights lined up with Badu Jack, which hasn't been announced yet. I'm not sure why. But that's supposed to be in the cards. That's supposed to be the plan next for DeGale. So, I understand. I mean, you want Triple G to move up, but you want him to fight a certain guy. And if he fights this guy, a fight that can make, business sense, can make a little money for all the parties involved, I gotta hate on it. So I don't get it. Y'all want him to move up, but y'all just want him to fight a certain guy you think he could that you think he could lose to, Triple G could lose to. But there's no one at 168. The Zurdo fight will be interesting. I want to see if how Golovkin can handle a guy of that size, a guy that big, a guy who's not just one-dimensional either. He could box a little. He showed it in his last fight against Abraham. Throws a lot of punches, a lot of volume, southpaw. That'd be a very interesting fight. DeGale, I see a shellacking, a one-sided beatdown in favor of Golovkin. DeGale ain't shit. He's trash. Got schooled in sparring by Eubanks Jr. Hasn't really done much in his career. Has a loss to George Groves. Only won a vacant strap against Durrell. Got a gift decision against Porky Medina. Lost his last fight. And yet people are still dick riding his abilities and his short reign as a super middleweight champion thus far, which hasn't been impressive. But if you ask me, I think the Zurdo Ramirez fight is a lot more intriguing, a lot more interesting compared to James DeGale. And head to head, Zurdo Ramirez would beat James DeGale head to head right now. But we won't know until they fight the fights. But right now, that's not even in the plans of DeGale, as he's mostly taking in-house fights with Heyman clients. But y'all let me know what y'all think. What would you rather see? Triple G versus Zurdo Ramirez sometime in 2017, or Triple G versus James DeGale? A Triple G Ramirez fight would be interesting to me. Triple G and James DeGale, I don't see a very competitive fight. I think Golovkin's an overwhelming favorite in that fight against Zurdo Ramirez. Be a little more interesting. I think Ramirez will have a shot, but I just think that's the tougher fight head to head for Golovkin for sometimes in 2017. But y'all let me know what y'all think. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.